Well, I I was gonna make this video a couple days ago, but I was busy, and you guys know I had my beef with this development team and with Blizzard a long time ago. I had a lot of beef with these fools, these clowns, and now we know. Well, before we get even started, I was going through this old comment thread. Look what they say here. Daily quests aren't really something they want to add because then it creates an artificial need to play every single day. My gosh, how the times have fucking changed. But remember, this was like after they lost 90% of their player base because of how the auction house and how cancerous that whole thing was. So remember, they were trying to really backpedal here and save the fans that they could possibly get, the WoW crowd and all that shit, and the MOBA players. Like they turned this franchise into a glorified Golden Axe game, which, by the way, I have nothing. There is no problem with a really fun arcade game. There is no problem with that. There's only one glaring problem, though, with the fact that this is called Diablo, and they made that game so damn simplified, so damn bare bones. The updates that they added for the game was because they didn't invest any fucking money into the game. And now, this same skeleton crew freaking shoestring held together development team. And by the way, I call out their team just as much as the decision makers because these developers, some of the people on this team, Wyatt Chang and some others, they flat out told the fans of Diablo, at least real Diablo and old school Diablo, that we don't know what fun is anymore. Well, then, you're not going to ever see $1 from me, Wyatt, and a lot of people, because we gave up on your game a long time ago. And by the way, I'm just going through this. I'm just curious from some of the old posts back then. And then I pointed this out, and it was so stupid. This is like the most like bare bones freaking thing, and this was their idea of a compelling reason to play. I was pulling hair out of my head, man. It was terrible. Fuck that shit, man. But we're here. We're here, guys. Everybody knows the bullshit. $100,000+ to upgrade a character mathematically per character in a game that has multiple characters. Hidden paywalls that you really only find after you reach the beginning of the end game, and then some bullshit freaking RNG where people who should have been guaranteed upgrades well within to a couple $100 didn't get those upgrades past $10,000. These are all things the community has been keeping track of, and it's out there. It's public knowledge. But I called these assholes out a long time ago, and I know that my bullshit meter, my calling them out, was warranted. Because this company was full of shit back then. I could smell it a mile away, and now I'm not surprised that this is a pure Ponzi scheme. In fact, this game almost seems to me like it's some mobster money ring where they're trying to get money to like build a casino out in Las Vegas. Like that to me, like this is almost like a pipeline game to the mob. This is how I look at this shit. Like this is trash. This is unbelievable trash. Everybody knows this. It's not a surprise. Look at this. People are trying so hard to bump it up. See. This is they're bringing in some plants. We call plants or people who are paid shills to up the game. Could just be real casuals who have no idea what an end game is, and that's fine. I mean, yes, you could play this game free to play and just play the campaign and like put it down. And yes, you very well could do that. And some gamers have no problem with that and just want to see a fantasy world. But there is no doubt that they are preying on the minds of the weak. And they are preying on the average user. The whales, they're just going after whales. And now gaming is literally just an activity for millionaires. We have reached that point. This game is the beginning of the end. I really feel like Diablo has risen from hell and is burning everything around him. Because this is what happens to the gaming industry. They've opened hell. This is literally hell. If this becomes what games become, like, forget it, it's over. I play a game called Dokkan. That's a predatory game as well. But when you compare this to this, I mean, Dokkan is hundreds of times less expensive, maybe even thousands of times less expensive to get the same kind of like end game enjoyment. If Dokkan had the summoning rates that had the same monetary value that this game pushes out for its progression system, I mean, I wouldn't fucking touch it. I wouldn't touch it. The like 1 in like what 10,000 odd thing or whatever bullshit it is. It's like some ridiculous thing to upgrade your gem. The gem is what basically makes you really powerful, and of course you can't find it mathematically without paying. And then when you pay, you still have to pay thousands of dollars per gem, basically. Thousands of dollars. We're not talking like a fun night, a couple $100 you throw it on the table like at the casino. You're going to the casino and you're spending your college fucking tuition to upgrade a goddamn e-gem. That's exactly, this game is literally hell breaking loose. And if the gaming industry wants to profit like this, the only thing consumers can do is A, not play it, and B, review bomb the fuck out of it. We need to show the color red everywhere around the gaming industry. No sympathy for these fuckheads. I don't care. Like, if you love a franchise, you love something, and this is what's happening to it, you cannot support it. You have to call this shit out. I don't know, but they mean well, the game plays well. That didn't need the monetization system on top of it. The game should have been a full game. I would have taken an upfront payment. I would have taken a monthly subscription over this shit. By the way, I'm never playing a game headed by Wyatt Cheng and that development team. I'm never touching that shit with a 10-foot pole because the arrogance. And by the way, he's a Blizzard loyalist. So we know what types those are. We know what they are. They're scum. Everyone who's a Blizzard loyalist today is scum. They're looking for money. They don't care about the moral message, clearly. And so they just are working at this shithole company because they can make more money doing it. This is just literally, and I know it's hard to leave a job you love, blah, 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 blah. This is literally the face of Blizzard. Do not ever forget the travesty that this was, the mark that this left on the industry. This is what we have today. And if the gaming industry turns more towards this, thousands of dollars to really progress in a game, then it's over.